So, oh wow, today is, today is day 38, and I just wanted to give you a glimpse of what that really looked like in my life. I'm 2 days, well, technically 1 day behind, and it's amazing how even when you think you're behind because you're not up to date on checking your box, every day has a challenge. Just kind of show you. And the challenge for yesterday was to write out your testimony and share it privately or publicly. And I've already been doing that with my church. All right, we've done it. We finished the 40-40 challenge for 2026. So on the back of this, it has a Bible verse from Acts. However, I consider my life worth nothing to me. My only aim is to finish the race and complete the task the Lord Jesus has given me, the task of testifying to the good news of God's grace. Let me tell you, this was a crazy challenge time for me, and that's why it's taken me so long to upload this last video, and just so that I can wrap it up for you guys. I have a lot to talk about, and first I just want to get the medal out and show you. This is the medal, Walk with Jesus, 40-40 challenge. The back says, finish the race. We read through the book of Acts. Whew. And it really does feel like I definitely earned this one. I got my last year's 40-40 shirt on. Let's see if you can see it. It says, walk with Jesus. So I'm going to put this one up here next to last year's. Today is day 38. And I just wanted to give you a glimpse of what that really looked like in my life. I'm 2 days, well, technically 1 day behind. And it's amazing how even when you think you're behind because you're not up to date on checking your box, every day has a challenge. Just kind of show you. And the challenge for yesterday was to write out your testimony and share it privately or publicly. And I've already been doing that with my church. And just this morning when I sat down, I received the second video in the series on my testimony. And I read that challenge, and it just reminded me that God is working and He's moving. And I just need to keep showing up. And if you're wondering, what is that on your back and why do you keep creaking your neck? Last Sunday morning when I woke up, all of a sudden I just had this excruciating neck pain. And it's going on 1 week now, almost. And so then almost losing my voice and getting sick. I'm really trying to lean in, because I think that there's power in our testimony. But what's most powerful is God, and just trusting Him, even when you don't understand what's going on and why. So I just wanted to give you a little glimpse into a realistic day 38 for me. It's not pretty. I have almost completely stopped working out because of my neck, and now that I'm sick, but I think the old me would have just quit because I'm not able to do the challenge the way I feel like I should. And so this time it's like, no, I know it's not working out that's the problem for me anymore. But I want to be a person who follows through and doesn't quit.
even when things get tough, and to see the beauty in the challenge, and to try to like sit and look around and find the purpose. And I may not know that until sometime down the road, or I may not know it at all, but I just wanted to give you a little glimpse into my reality right now.
So the last update I gave was the halfway point, and at that time I was thinking it was really hard. The middle always feels like the hardest in a challenge because the newness has worn off and all of that. And then usually you get a good stride through the end of a challenge, and it's motivating and all that. And for me, it kind of went a little haywire. One good thing that was happening was I was preparing to share my testimony with my church. And so I was kind of gearing up for that. And we were recording with the church my video so that it could be played during the month of February. So really felt really cool. I was working through this 40-40 challenge. God was challenging me to share my testimony. And then once I filmed it, it was like every single week something new happened. Like I hurt my neck really bad, and it was kind of a freak thing that I wasn't really sure how I did it, but I woke up and like thought I was paralyzed one morning, but I wasn't, thank God. And I went and saw my physical therapist for weeks after that. And then I got super sick. Then I lost my voice, which I have a video I'll show because I was like gonna film this video. And then my voice was gone. And then another week, like the third week of February, I just totally got the stomach flu. Like, wow, bad. Couldn't believe how bad I got the stomach flu. And things just kept going. So long story short, I made it through the month of February with little clips of my testimony each week. And the final week, they shared my whole full testimony. And it was amazing. I really feel like God has just been growing me and challenging me to do hard things. And it's been really worth it. And then kind of the last thing I want to talk about is on that final day where I shared my full testimony, I got a call from my parents that my dad was going to be going in for kind of just to look at some heart stuff and to go in, and possibly if, there were blockages, maybe he would need a stent, and that was kind of the extent of it. But if it was bad, that they would stop the surgery. And then, so I think that was a day or two later, after I got that phone call, they let us know that they had to stop surgery because his heart had severe blockages. So they kept him in the hospital, and a few days later, by that following, few days, it was then Friday, he was scheduled for open heart surgery. So I actually left Thursday night, flew back to California by myself, flew to my family, and got up really early Friday morning to try to get to the hospital so that I can see him before that surgery. And he ended up going into the surgery, getting an open heart quadruple bypass, which is wild because it was kind of news to us that we had heart disease and things like that in our family. So that was major, but praise God, my dad is doing amazing. If you didn't know him, you wouldn't even if you just saw him on FaceTime or something, you'd be like, this guy didn't just have quadruple bypass, open heart surgery. God has been really good. And it seems like my dad has a new lease on life. He wasn't feeling good. He was not able, before, he was having trouble breathing and stuff. And he kind of just figured that it was his lungs or something. And no, come to find out, it was his heart. So I'm just really thanking God that he went into the doctor because he thought it was something else, and they caught it. And I mean, it was like boom, 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 now open heart surgery. So I stayed there for a week, and then I came home, and when I came home, all my kids had gone through the stomach flu while I was gone, and my husband. So all this to say, I have been wanting to film this video, but life happens, and that's okay. But you can always come back to the things that are important to you when everything calms down, and that's what I'm doing right now. Once I finished this challenge, I went ahead and bought a hat just because it was like, whew, this felt like so much has gone on in these last couple months. So I bought a hat from their website, and it is another Acts verse, and it just says finish the race. And I wanted to buy it just so that I can wear it and just be reminded that while I'm doing hard things, God is with me. He is for me. He wants me to finish the race set before me, not set before anyone else. He has a race just for me. He has a race just for you. And so I wanted to just get on here and share and just kind of wrap this up, and then let you know that I have some really exciting news that I never would have thought I would have done. Never, never, never. Just to give you a quick little recap, last May, I ran a half marathon. And now I grew up playing soccer and said, I don't run unless I'm chasing a ball. But once I had my 4 kids, and when I had my twins last, and I started going to this functional fitness gym, I felt like something mentally unlocked in my brain, and I wanted to see how far my body could take me, and I wanted to challenge myself. So I signed up for a half marathon, terrified, but I was like, I'm just going to do it. It was local to me. It cost me like $18, so there was a low risk. And I did follow through, and I did it. And then once I did it, I said, yeah, I still have no desire to do anything more than this. That I'm good. But the more life has gone on, and then the more things that happen, I start to think, what else do I have to give? And so I was considering doing a marathon, even though my whole life I've said, my whole adult life, never would I do a marathon. Never, ever, ever. Well, I signed up for the Long Beach Marathon, and I will be running that in October. So it is wild. I can't believe that I'm doing it. But once my dad went into open heart surgery, had a quadruple bypass, and I realized that life is short and anything can happen, and it still can. But I don't want to waste the years that I do have, or the time that I do have. I want to do things that challenge me. I want to do things that scare me. I want to grow. I want to watch God work in my life and just take me to new places. And I figured, what better year to run 26 miles than in the year 2026. So it all kind of just fell perfectly into place. So all that to say, I hope that you will follow me along as I go from 0 to marathon, because that's basically how it feels. I'm not a runner. I would say I can run. I don't like it, but I want to enjoy it. So I hope you'll follow along as I take you on runs and just kind of share my heart and see if I learn anything along the way. And my goal is just to cross the finish line, not get injured, and to enjoy it. I don't want to do this for a time. I don't want to do this for anything but just the experience. So thank you for following along during this 40-40 challenge. I hope that you found some encouragement during it, and I will see you next time. I have officially signed up for my first marathon, and I say first, but really I mean last. But I can't believe that this is actually something that I'm doing. I've never, ever wanted to run a marathon, ever. I can't believe it.